play first. Alright, last game. See if we can salvage this. So getting ready for the LCQ. It just definitely looks like. Let's get Bomac going. Definitely still feels like red black or mono green or one of these like Teferi lists are the way to go. I don't feel comfortable with this deck. There are people I know that are gonna play this deck and they're gonna crush with it and it's gonna be great. For me, I don't love it. That's fine. So we can go Lava Runner and keep open Shock, but I'm not exactly sure what they're on with Swamp. So we're gonna Pyromancer and then we're gonna attack with our Bomac Carrier. I don't want to risk like passing and them not being a deck that gives me a shock target. They could be a more balanced red-black, but red-black would normally not lead with Swamp unless it's their single Swamp in their deck and they're just getting the Dragon Skull untapped. Oh, well, it looks like they are. Alright, so nothing new or unique here. Same red-black list. I kind of want to shock this Bomac Courier. Just so my Bomac Courier can keep on rumbling. And then we just play another Pyromancer. I'm thinking this is red-black and it just like has the one swamp in their deck for like Field of Ruin effects instead of the Wreckages. And that was the way they could get their mana efficient. Yeah, hit me for 4. Or keep open a blocker. Keep open a blocker. Oh. That's sweet. Unfortunately, I can't attack with Bomac because if he tries to block the Bomac with a Hardikirin, then we just trade. Now I actually want these cards. But we are lightning striking this Hardikirin when he cruises it. We will trade. So next turn, I'll be able to play Lava Runner with haste. And attack and get my Bomat trigger. How sick would it be if they like Sweltering Suns or Heaty's Expertise right here? Which happened real quick. Chandra, okay. Oh, really? They don't want me to have those cards? That's fine. So we're just going to do this then. So we could 6 the opponent, but I think we actually want to just kill this Chandra and 4 the opponent. Just don't even give them the extra draw effects. Just get that mess out of here. Yeah, this is like the spot where we want to draw Flame of Keld. Cool. We have lethal on board, so this has to be a removal spell. Oh no, the Flame of Keld's awkward. This is happened a lot. I mean, we swing and make them have a removal spell here. Should have played this Flame of Keld now, because then it would have been for 4 and they would have gone to 1, but that's okay. Slight mistakes. We play the next Flame of Keld, so next turn we're actually going to draw... This is the kind of chain we want to see. Because next turn we're going to draw 3 cards and all my sources are going to deal an extra 2. Even a dragon here doesn't matter. Mathematically I should be fine. Yeah, they're just dead on board then. Okay, so we're just going to end the game this way. Boom. Alright. So what were we doing? We decided we want to leave the shocks in. We want these Hazarets. We want this mountain. I've been wanting the Chandra's Defeats and the Abrades. We've been taking out our 1 toughness creatures. And we need to take out 1 other card. Maybe we go to like 1 shock. And we have a lot of removal, so I think I'm fine with this. Sword by getting rid of mana cost. Mana cost still seems okay, so we'll just run this deck. What's this, 5th time I've played red-black? Yeah, 5th time we've played red-black tonight in 2 leagues. The deck is everywhere. MTG Max. This hand looks good, so we'll keep it. We have a Soul Scar, a Chandra's Defeat, a Wizard's Lightning. We're probably not going to turn 1 our Soul Scar because it's going to be pretty important that we're able to untap with the Soul Scar. So I'm going to keep the Chandra's Defeat open instead of just running my Soul Scar into a removal spell. Because I want to make sure I can use all my spells, and by doing it this way, I might be able to possibly kill something now. Nope. Okay. Alright, so we go Soul Scar. If they kill Soul Scar, we Wizard's Lightning. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and use this Wizard's Lightning. I guess there's a merit to waiting 1 more turn, so that way I can actually save it from a 3 damage burn spell, but something worth thinking about next time. Oh. Alright, so our goal is going to be to play Shock and Chandra's Defeat on whatever our opponent plays. And then... That's disappointing. So right now with that trigger on the stack, we're going to kill the Pia. And this way you can't crew the Heart of Kieran. I think I actually want to shock this Thopter because he's missing a land drop. Okay. So Flame of Keld's nice because it's going to auto turn on my Hazoret next turn. Oh, there's their land drop. Alright, so we get to go. Oh, I did that backwards. Play Lava Runner first, then play Flame. That was dumb. Okay, I mean, we're still far ahead, but I need to resolve that the other way around. So we're going to go to 3 cards, which should be pretty good. Okay, so we want to go ahead and defeat this Karisev, so it can't block. And we're going to save the shock, so next turn we get to deal 4 damage off of it with this Flame of Keld. So we currently have a win. Alright, cool. So we went 2 and 3 in both leagues. We beat Red-Black 2 out of 5 attempts. One of our wins was to kind of an awkward Blue-Red Wizards tempo list. I mean, the deck is good, but I think the deck is less good now than I would originally give it. I would say it was whenever people weren't exactly aware of what it was trying to do. Because the problem you're running into is people are aware of the way I'm trying to attack, they're aware of the angles we're trying to use, and the positions we're trying to set up, and so they're just setting up these board states to where they get to hit me when my hand's discarded, sit back and interact with me when my sources are double spelled or use a bunch of removal spells. I think if you're playing in your local events and you have a format that's mostly blue white control and turbo fog, I think this is great but if you're playing in a format that's real diverse or it's following the traditional meta, which is a lot of red black and a fair amount of like mono greens and things like that showing up, because this deck did put 3 decks in the top 8 of the GP and LA, I think. That means that you're going to see an uptick in mono green. So I think red black is probably your safest bet for any events this weekend, such as RPTQs and LCQs. I don't know if I'd run this deck and just hope that people ignore it whenever it just did three decks in the top 8, right? So I'd expect a lot of those lists. I mean, you could always there's an infinite number of metagaming where you could always say like, oh well, I think everybody's going to think that, so I'm going to play these Turbo Fog and these Teferi decks, getting ready for the mono green decks to beat the red decks, and you can chain. So I don't think you should go down that rabbit hole. I think you should just kind of go based off of what was that results last weekend, react to those results, not necessarily react to how you think people will react, right? It's easier to gauge what you know than gauge what you expect people to do. But yeah, every week I'll stream at least one league a week. On Tuesdays, I always start between around 7 p.m. Central Time. Sometimes I get a little bit earlier, sometimes I get a little bit later. If you follow me on Twitter at Busted Sleeves, I did share out a tweet, and I'll retweet it again tonight, about a spreadsheet I created for anybody who has a team that you try to test with, you're trying to develop with. It's an auto-population spreadsheet. It's built for the current standard format, but it's really easily adjusted for modern formats, things like that, to track your results. So give that a click and see if you like it. If you like it, you enjoyed it, give the tweet a retweet. Let me know in the comments if you have suggestions or you want help adjusting it. Let me know. But otherwise, yeah, I'll be back next Tuesday. And also give us a follow, MTG Deck Techs, on Twitter, on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitch, because I'll do deck techs every week, once, twice a week. Typically, at the beginning of the week, I'll do a brew. End of the week, I'll do a top tier deck. Just MTG Deck Techs on YouTube. You'll see those videos. But yeah, again, find me on Twitter at Busted Sleeves. Let me know what you think, what decks you want to see run. Traditionally, these nights I'll run brews, unless I'm prepping for something like trying to test decks with LCQ. Then, like tonight, I'm going to play, a tiered deck. So, all right. Well, that is going to be it for me tonight. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining.